Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives for our video message of the week. All right, this week we're going to start a self-help series. A few videos to give you some insight on you. And today's video is entitled, It Is Always You. That's right. If you ever thought sometimes it's somebody else, let me help you out. It's never somebody else. It is always you. And I'm going to give you some techniques and some thought processes around this concept. All right, let's jump right in. First of all, if you really want to understand this concept, you've got to be willing to always look inside and never outside. You know, I have to tell you, any circumstance, and again, don't label it good or bad, just a circumstance, an event happens in your life. When you look outside, you lose all ability to control it. You lose all ability to affect it. Because what you're saying is it's not me. And I'm here to tell you, it is always you. And that's not a bad thing. Don't look at that as bad. Don't label that as bad. Look at that as the opportunity for you to create change. Step one in this concept is you always got to look inside. What can I do differently? How do I affect this situation that I want it to happen again and again because it's a good thing, and again, we're not labeling it, but to get the point across, or it's something that I don't want to have happen again. So how do I take control of that to stop that particular event from happening in the future? The way you do that is you internalize that inside and you look to you always. Now, what blocks this thought process is this concept of blame versus responsibility. We're going to talk a little bit about this. They're very different. Sometimes people confuse this concept of blame and responsibility. Let me give you an example. If blame, which it ultimately is the excuse, then responsibility is actually writing the check. So if you have a financial issue, all blame is, when you blame a certain situation or a person, whatever it is, all you're doing is making the excuse of why this happened. Doesn't help you, doesn't help the other person, and I promise you, doesn't help that specific circumstance. When you take responsibility, what you're ultimately saying is it's up to me to have that particular situation that I don't want to have happen again, not happen. So you lay groundwork because you take that personal responsibility. Because ultimately, what we're saying here is responsibility is you're writing the check in this example. So when you're writing that check, like it or not, you've taken the responsibility. So stand on those feet and fight from that standpoint. It is my responsibility. It's no one else's situation but mine. What that does, it increases your power, gives you amazing power to make change so things either happen again and again or don't. This next concept, I want you to think about this. If I want the world to change, what can I do? I want the world around me. I want my world to change with this concept of it's always me. If you want to change your world, then guess what? All you need to do is see your world differently. I'm not telling you this is easy. I'm not telling you it is free of challenge. It's not the point. The point is when you understand it's always you, you're able to make those changes and move your business, your life, your situation forward. When you don't take that responsibility, it will slow down your recovery and it slows down your ability or negate your ability to stop something from happening that you don't want to happen in the future. Or what it does is if you like something, to say, God, this was great. How do I continue that happening? When you take your 100% responsibility and you truly internalize that and see the world the way you want to see it, you can have those great things happen again and again. Moral of the story, today's message is it's always you. Start by looking in, take 100% responsibility, and see the world like you want to see it. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.